Yes, our Instagram is
Our Instagram page is up, you guys. So if you haven't already, make sure you follow. It's at OpinionHATED on Instagram and on YouTube. So make sure that you're liking and subscribing. If you guys do shout us out, make sure that you tag us so that we see it and we can repost it. And that way you'll qualify for Trivia Tuesdays, cash giveaways, and more of our content on other platforms. So make sure you guys watch out for that. Stay tuned. And I think it's time for get it off your chest. So you guys got 5 minutes to hop on the live or in the comments if you don't want to get on the live, but whatever. You got 5 minutes to either talk your shit, get it off your chest,
promote your business,
about what your day was, or you can comment on any of the other topics that we had previously on our live.
Yeah, so this is an open moment. We introduced this last week. Like she said, it's called Get It Off Your Chest. It could be about anything and everything. It could be about a previous topic, about you had a bad day, you got into it with somebody. It's just any of
the answers, whatever. They're not going to be that hard. And whoever wins a cash prize today.
Yes, $25. Zelle cash.
So y'all better make sure y'all watching till the end.
Yes, definitely. So if anybody wants to join for Get It Off Your Chest, go ahead and request. Linda, in the bottom right there, you can check to see.
If I don't see ain't nobody requested yet.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't even turn red, so you might just have to like click on it every now and then.
Okay.
Yeah, and just see. But if anybody wants to hop in, tell us about your day, get something off your chest, promote your business,
and whoever wins a cash prize. Okay. Okay. Tell
us what's going on, Opinionated family.
Hey. Talk your shit.
Talk your shit. Are you getting it off your chest?
I want to get something off my chest real quick.
Let's do it.
You feel me? So I want to know, why is it that people want to say, why does it matter if Kamala Harris is black or not?
Ooh.
But then they want to say Kamala Harris is our first black woman president.
Ooh, you know what? I honestly do not believe that woman is 100%. I think she has an identity crisis. I think that's the case. And I also feel like we have to reassess, because we thought Obama was going to make us, and he definitely broke us, if anything.
I mean,
so we need to take nationality out of the presidential candidates. I mean, that shouldn't be a reason.
That's what I'm saying, man, because, you know.
Shouldn't. But you got people out there that's saying, I'm finna just vote for her because she black.
That's what I'm saying. And it's like, it's all good. That's what we're going to do. But if we're going to pull that card, we need to do some research to find out, are we truly voting for a black woman? Now, black don't mean dark skin.
Right.
Now, and then they say stuff like, well, she said rather, if she becomes our next president, she's not going to do anything specifically for the black community. But this the same woman these people want to say they voted for because she black.
Right. And then she also
already done stuff for other communities, though, right?
Yes.
She's done stuff for other communities. Yes. Fact check this. The Biden-Harris administration has done things for, it's nothing against anybody. You live your life, your walk is your walk. But they've done things for the LGBT community. They've done things for the Asiatic community, where a specific policy put in place for these sects of people. So if you can do this for other sects of people, why can you not do it for the people that you're claiming you're a part of?
Right.
I just want to know.
Yeah, I feel like I like that you're getting that off your chest, because elections are coming up.
We got any Democrats in here who want to answer that question, though?
Somebody get an answer, please.
Hop on next to get off your chest.
You feel me? So that's all I wanted to say. I had to get that off my chest. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, elections
vote for who you want to vote for.
So
but thank y'all, ladies. Thank y'all.
See you next time.
All right, y'all.
We do actually have a topic coming up about law and politics. Like I said, elections are coming up. So that was interesting that he brought that up, because if you're voting for Kamala Harris simply because she's a black woman, I think you need to reassess.
Most definitely.
Your decision-making process. I had to word that, make sure I didn't mess that up.
Let's word that right.
Yeah, I had to make sure, because we're definitely we're off track. We're super off track as
Yeah,
a whole.
most definitely. I just feel like people just definitely need to do their research more. That's for sure. Like, and not just listening to everybody else or like the headlines and anything else.
Because I
Like,
also feel
fact
like
check.
everyone that we have ever voted for, they feed us bullshit, okay? And then we end up voting for them, which I feel like that's a whole other topic, but we will get into it, law and politics, another day. But I just feel
Right.
like be
Another week
careful.
on another Tuesday or Thursday.
Another
We can
Tuesday.
talk
We are
about
not
it.
going to get too deep into it.
But today's topic, y'all, I know you see it pinned in the comments. No Diddy. I
Yeah.
know y'all are seeing this nigga in the headlines about what the fuck is going on at them freak offs. What is
Yes.
going on at them freak offs, y'all?
First of all, we haven't got Epstein's list. Okay, let's start there.
Okay.
Like, pedophilia has become just like the LGBTQIA plus community. The pedophilia community has also they've reached their fame at this point, I feel, and they're even calling them minor attracted people. And it's like, if you even think to come to me with that term, I'm legitimately gonna slap the shit out of you, because that is not a mental illness. That is a full-blown decision because you're sick in the head.
Exactly. It's the fact that they tried to
A
make it seem like,
category.
oh, that's an illness, it's a disease to want
Right.
a younger child. Like, what?
That to me is
Hell no.
insanity.
That's crazy to
So
me.
So
That's
speaking of Diddy, he has a couple of different, well, he, not him, but the production companies have a few different shows, documentaries out about him. And allegedly, because we don't know 100% facts, allegedly
that
he
nigga did
has,
that shit.
he did that shit. So allegedly he had some interactions with Justin Bieber. What do you think about that? Or what do you know about that?
I, I, yeah,
He
that
did
nigga did
that
that.
shit.
That nigga did that shit.
So, and then
That nigga
also
fucked with
Justin.
Justin Bieber simply because that nigga busted Usher's asshole open, and y'all could go fact check that shit. That nigga went to the hospital because that nigga Diddy fucked him in the ass. I don't know with what. I don't know if it was, you
So
know.
one of the documentaries that I was watching, and I guess the reason why it brings me interest, not because it's a headliner, but simply because pedophilia is on the rise, and it's something that we have to look out for. It's our presidents, because Joe Biden's had some accusations. It's our doctors, it's our teachers, it's everyone that holds any type of power. And then even
Yes.
I think we forget that women are pedophiles too, and it's like the ones that
Hell yeah.
normally want to assume. So Black Wildflower said they all probably signed some NDA. And what I seen in one of the documentaries was that, yes, Justin Bieber, what was it, Cassidy, or what's the girl that
Cassidy.
he used to be with?
Yeah.
Yeah. She signed an NDA. So there was a lot of people that feared him. And it kind of brings me into, if you even just go back 20 years ago, or like our lifespan, almost 30 years ago, he has something to do with Tupac and Biggie's death as well.
No, there is no. It's a fact that he did. Because I don't know if you did, but I know I listened to the Kim Porter's book that just came out.
Okay.
And in that book, definitely confirmed that that nigga Diddy has something to do with both of their deaths.
Yeah, and I think he had like a direct correlation with the guy that killed Tupac, right? And
Yeah,
then as far as
yeah.
Biggie, he set Biggie up because, Biggie really wasn't against Tupac fully, and he felt betrayed by it. So in Kim Porter's book, what were some other things that he was talking about in there? Because I haven't read it.
She was definitely talking about how that nigga Diddy, fucked Jamie Foxx.
You know what? I did see some stuff. A lot of black men, and it's interesting to me that
Oh
this
my
is
God, that shit blew my mind when she said that shit. I was
what.
like, not Jamie.
Oh, you know what? A lot of black men are on the down low.
Definitely. And you know what's interesting is that this is why I was saying like women are pedophiles too, because a lot of Black men in our culture, they don't talk about how their babysitters and their aunties and all the women in their life were touching and feeling on them too. And it kind of like, you know, made this like hypersexual activity come out, is what I feel. And a lot of people want to blame it on testosterone and all this stuff, but I truly do feel like a lot of them were touched. A lot of them were touched. And when you're exposed to a certain level of like the entertainment industry, the music industry, you have so many options. You don't have to say no. Like you don't, you know what I mean? And then so that kind of brings me into the other question, because I wanted to ask you, why do you feel like the victims don't speak up?
Well, one of them is because we, like how you said, they be signing NDAs, but, and then also because they're scared. Like, this nigga has so much power over every little aspect you can think of, like, over like law enforcement. Like, you don't know, he probably got ties in with the government.
Right.
Like, apparently in that book with Kim Porter, she was talking about like this nigga Diddy was fucking on like the top niggas, like Illuminati niggas, like fucking.
That's crazy. So R. Kelly also, right? Because he went to jail for something similar, right?
Yeah, but see, R. Kelly was fucking with kids though. Like,
wasn't P. Diddy messing with Justin Bieber?
Allegedly, but I don't know if it was when he was still like a kid though. I honestly feel like Usher was the one who fucked with Justin Bieber when he was a kid, if anybody. But maybe Diddy did too. They probably did a three-way on the little nigga. Like,
so A Fancy Plant said their livelihoods could be at stake, especially if they did incriminating things. Oh, so basically like, yeah, blackmail. Okay. Yeah. I could see that. I guess I'm just the type of person like, I'm gonna speak up and I'm gonna go big about it. That way, if I come up missing, like Black Wildflower Flower said that one line, it's just like, if I go missing, y'all, you know, like we have the proof. I mean, I get it to an extent, but to me, it's just like when you have the type of exposure that you do, like especially like in Justin Bieber's case or the victim's case, like Cassidy, or what was it, Casey, whatever her name was. It's like, do you not feel like people are going to believe you? Is that why you won't speak up? Or do you feel like embarrassed to deal with it? Because she was still going out in public with him. She was holding his hand. They was having a good old time. So to me, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I I don't really know. It could also be like they're scared to like ruin their like reputation. Also, like scared of how they think their career is going to go now once this comes out to the world.
But that's when you have to like weigh your options. See, but
and they be like, staying quiet, obviously.
Yeah, because there's also like normal people that don't have power or they're not exposed to certain industries and things like that. And they've been molested, raped, or, you know, exposed in a certain way, and still they don't speak up. And it makes you wonder, like, what is it like? What's the mental process for someone that has gone through molestation and rape and all these things? It's like there has to be a reason. There's a common reason that we're just missing here as to
what people, what are you asking? I kind of got lost. Are you asking why are niggas doing this?
No. Why is it that like in general? Because I'm saying even for the people that are not, like, even people that are not famous or in the entertainment industry, like the average person that's molested and raped, why don't they speak up? Like there has to be something there.
I mean, there's a lot of reasons why people who got raped don't speak up. It's like hella reasons. Like, I could just name 5 off the back of my head right now because they don't know what their loved one is going to do to that person, and they don't want to lose that person.
That's a good
or
one.
They don't want to be responsible for what happens to that person. Like, it's a lot of reasons why rape victims don't speak up, for sure.
Yeah. Black Wildflower said, y'all seen what Tina did to Ike in the car? Shit, bet I would have hit him up something crazy. Yeah.
No facts. Just for Miss King, did he have the capability to blackball and totally ruin careers? Um, Shame. That's one. Probably because they feel nobody would believe them. And that's where I was going with it, Mr. Family Business. I feel like when a person of higher power than you has done something to you, it doesn't discredit you because you don't have that same value or worth in the eyes of publicity. Like, oh, well, who is Cassie, compared to Diddy? We're going to believe him. He's made this happen. Oh, well, he made a mistake. And then they start to baby the situation. So it's rough. Also, Dan Schneider, I
Oh
believe he
yeah,
was.
yeah. Well, with him, he was really over a lot of child actors' careers, like with the Amanda Show, all that. What is it, Drake and Josh? I think I'm not
Yeah.
sure, but it was a lot of kids that was coming out. I think the girl who was in all the Missy Elliott videos. I don't know her name.
Mhm.
But the little white girl that be dancing in all her videos, she came out with a podcast called Quiet on Set, I
Mhm.
think. And she had a lot of child actors who was on like Nickelodeon and stuff like that on there coming out saying like what this nigga Dan Schneider did to them or like what he made the kids do.
Mm.
I think he like I see something on YouTube with the nigga Josh saying like he got paid to like to make sure like he didn't say nothing happened to him or something like that.
Yeah.
I can't really remember,
Blackmail.
but
Yeah. That's
yeah, it's crazy.
crazy. Bill Cosby. Okay. That one like blows my mind because I mean, I don't have 100% facts on this, but I always kind of wondered. I know some people personally who have turned to the same sex as far as, sexuality, wanting to be with the, gay or lesbian, whatever, so many different names now, but because they were raped and molested and all these things. And I feel like Raven Simone was one of those victims where she was exposed to the industry at such a young age. She never really had the time to figure herself out. And then when you're molested or, whatever the situation is,
That's
I feel like you kind of
gone.
lose, yeah, you lose your sense of self. And I feel like maybe that's why she turned gay. Like, could that make you like say, oh, I don't ever want to be with a man? Like if every man is like this, if you're exposed to that at a young age.
It definitely could possibly be that because there's a lot of women who get cheated on all the time and then just chalk it up to okay, every man is every man like this, like every man that I get with is he gonna just cheat on me and all this kind of shit. Like it
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah. She says more, just from Miss King says more to come. Clive Davis, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne. Listen, I'm gonna be hurt if I hear anything bad about Lil Wayne because I feel like that man is,
Wayne?
yeah, that's what she said. I'm like, oh, I don't know.
Oh,
That
hell no.
I really hope
Hell no.
I really hope that's not true. She says it's the norm in the entertainment industry. Yeah, it is normal. It seems very normal. Orlando Brown. I feel like he was at
Hey,
some point.
I just sent a clip. I don't know if you watched it, but I sent a clip to you and my brother about this nigga who did Orlando Brown did an interview and was saying like, if you want to be in the industry, you got to make a sacrifice, and the sacrifice is getting fucked in the ass. That's the
Well,
sacrifice.
well,
It's
I mean,
not
I
people
believe that
dying
that's
in your
yeah.
family. It's you getting dick up your ass.
What is a fancy plant? What is panda eyes? Can you explain that for us? You don't have to hop in the live if you don't want to, but could you explain what panda eyes are? I don't
What
know that term.
what is that?
Yeah. Black Wildflower said, don't be no privacy with the industry either. Everybody feel like they're entitled to you and your business. I mean, but at the same time, it's like, did you sign up for that? Because, and that's where, again, it's going to be another topic, but you have to choose. Like, money really is the root to all evil. And if you at some point do things for money, you can't later on say, oh, well, I don't want to do that anymore, whatever. You've already cross that line. Sometimes there is no coming back.
Right.
Orlando Brown told us about the panda eyes. Basically, he had those black eyes, and it was implying he had to do butt stuff like forcefully in other. Oh, that was like the key word, like pineapples.
Like pineapples. Oh my God.
I always feel so bad for this, people that go through this, especially like, I mean, not that normal people are any different, but especially in the entertainment business, because it's like, I feel like they do get it the worst. Yeah. And then the humiliation that comes with it.
Yeah.
It's pretty rough. And let me see. If anyone wants to join the live, if you guys have any input on this, exploitation in children, it could be in music, it could be in what is that? Film. It could be in any industry of entertainment, also just normal, right? Because like another thing that I feel is human trafficking is on a rise, and this whole like, I don't know if you guys seen how, remember at first they had that LGBTQ flag, and then all of a sudden it started having the baby blue and the pink and the baby pink colors. I was reading up on that, and that was,
I've never seen that.
you haven't seen the flag that has like all the different colors. It has like brown, black, white, the rainbow, and then it also has the baby blue and pink, baby blue and baby pink, which I guess symbolizes these minor attracted people. So symbolization is everywhere, and if you're woke, if you're aware, if you understand, it's in your face all over. That's pretty interesting to me because I feel like human trafficking goes hand in hand with exploitation.
Yeah.
We, as America, we think we're so great, but I don't think we understand that we have the highest number of
Like these video girls. I seen a documentary about like how they're getting beat on and sold and all this kind of stuff before they have to go out and go act on this show. I mean, not on this show, but in this video, and make it seem like they also fine and ain't nothing wrong with them, but they literally just got back from having to get fucked on.
Yeah. Mr. Family Business said, correction, the love of money is the root of all evil. Absolutely. You know what, that's a good point, because yeah, it's not money itself that's bad. It's, yeah, the love of it. And I feel like too, it creates a lot of narcissists. And there's women narcissists, people who believe that they are higher than the next, that they are their own god. It's pretty wicked out here for sure. Money can make you do some crazy shit. Next is bestiality.
Bestiality.
What is
I need to like bestiality. Like I really need to know. Is people really into that
what
shit?
is
Like
bestiality?
that's nasty as hell.
What is that?
Fucking on animals.
Oh, I'm telling you, we're done. We're done as a society. We are done. We're like,
Is people really fucking on animals though? Like,
unfortunately, I feel like it's the Caucasians. I don't, and I mean no disrespect, but I just feel like it's those it's those ones. It's those ones. Because a lot of people can't, or I mean, let's be honest, there's a lot of unattractive, disabled, incapable people that probably will never see a day of sex with a human being. And you got to do what you got to do. I mean, I'm not saying it's right, no, but I mean, to be honest, yeah, I'd rather you go have sex with an animal than a child. Than a child any day. Any day. Please. Not me.
Blow up
I'm just saying, like,
or how
that
about go pay
over
a prostitute? Because we're not gonna sit over here and act like you can't pay a prostitute to fuck you. She can't say no. She wants that money.
some people just
She needs that money. She needs to go take it to her pimp. Like she got to fuck that disabled ass nigga.
they live in the woods. They don't have access. I'm telling you, they don't want to. No, yeah, that's
Shit.
crazy. I knew bestiality. Well, I didn't know that was a term for it, but yeah, it's some weird shit. Dogs. That's what it was, right? They were messing with a lot of dogs. What? So I kind of asked you those ones.
That's fucking disgusting.
This your topic, Linda. You go ahead and go to your next one.
I mean, we kind of talk. You kind of like jumped to it already with the whole like how you feel about kind of like the R. Kelly shit with the kids that he was fucking with. But it's kind of like their parents was exploiting them too, like R. Kelly, so they could get money from this nigga, and then be like, oh, he pissed in my daughter's mouth.
Oh, because wasn't it that R. Kelly, is that you talking about that one girl that ended up are you laughing? That's not funny. That one R. Kelly victim. I forget her name.
Shit. The black girl that kept on going, I think her name was like Shantae or some shit like that. I don't know. But she kept going back to him though, like after him just like doing some crazy shit to her, like making her do some crazy shit to her. And not only that, on the documentary, R. Kelly's wife, I kind of look at her side eye too though, because bitch, what the fuck?
How did you not know?
Not only that, the bitch did know. And if she talked about it on the documentary, she said this nigga hog-tied her and went downstairs to go fuck with some bitches and shit like that. Now, I've never been hog-tied before, but I just feel like, how did you even let this man get you to this point to being hog-tied? Not only that, she went back and stayed with the nigga after he did this shit to her.
Yeah, so Just for Miss King said, do you think that Cassie got the amount of money she deserved? Mr. Family Business, his rebuttal was 30 million is a lot of money for someone who stayed around for 10 years. And I know you're talking about Dre and R. Kelly, but with Cassie and Diddy, to me, that was my question too, was like, everybody has a tolerance. Everybody has a boundary. Everyone has that.
But does it not make you wonder and question why is she just now coming out and speaking about this? We're not going to just sit over here and act like these fucking videos of this surveillance from that damn hotel just came out of nowhere. Like, they've been broken up for how long? She done had 2 kids. Like, girl is married, I think. I don't know.
Well,
but like,
something I think of, like, I guess on the legal standpoint is if she did sign an NDA, a lot of things
trying to hop on. I think just Miss King is trying to hop on.
Okay, that's you. Go ahead and let him in. Let her in.
Okay.
Hey y'all.
Hello.
Hello. I don't know if my camera's in there. Wait a minute. There we go. Okay. My camera keeps coming up sideways on this thing when I use my iPad. I'm gonna go live, see if I can go this way. Okay, no, it goes this way.
You may be able to pull down and lock your screen. There you go.
There you go.
Okay, y'all.
Okay. Tell us your name, stay on topic, and talk your shit.
I'm Miss King. I'm Zuri's auntie, and I am Ivana's mama. And this Cassie thing, the reason I asked y'all, did y'all think that she got the amount of money that she deserved? And I hear you, Mr. Family Business, on the $30 million after 10 years. But yeah, 10 years of getting her ass kicked, and she lived a certain lifestyle and what have you. She's seen a lot and she went through a lot. But yeah, $30 million to hold his silence. Absolutely.
You feel like she was paid fairly?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
10 years she went through all of that shit. Hell yeah. 10 years she went through all of that shit with that man and all of his freak offs and everything that he did and everything he's. No, I'm sorry. You don't get to drag my ass through the mud, kick my ass time and time again in front of people, make me. Thank you.
You wanted to beat my ass because I didn't want to get with that. Like, that's crazy.
And I also
that's when you get to Kim Porter.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's when you get to Kim Porter when she didn't want to sit over here and have sex with Diddy and another dude. He'll sit over here and beat her ass, or if he felt like she was enjoying it more than she should, he was beating her ass.
Yeah, Kim. I totally believe that he had Kim killed. Okay, I totally believe that
Most
he had Kim killed
definitely.
because she knew too much. I think.
Auntie, I need you to
I
go
think that.
listen to her book. It's on
Yeah,
YouTube.
I have every intention of reading it. I saw it came out. I have every intention of reading it, but I do believe that he had her killed, and I believe that he had Albie Shore. He was trying to kill Albie Shore at one point because he wanted Kim Porter. Okay,
Yeah.
and I believe that she was getting ready. Well, she was getting ready to give up all the goods on everything that was going on, and she just didn't live long enough to do it.
Yeah,
And
no.
I totally
He
believe
he
that
just
there's
he just found certain shit that she was writing and got rid of it. Because if
yeah,
you
yeah,
do pay attention and read, I mean, and listen to how she's speaking in that book, you can tell it was shit left out on what she was really saying.
mm-hmm.
Now,
Yeah, I
was her
totally.
book a diary?
It was like basically kind of like a
It was like a
diary.
memoir. Yeah, it was like a
Yeah, like
memoir.
she was like writing what she was going through, basically. So yeah, it was like more of like a memoir kind of thing. But
Okay, so I
it was
kind of want to go back to how you were talking about was 30 million enough. I feel like possibly too much. I feel like the average person goes through shit too and they don't get paid for it. You stayed
Yeah,
that long, you
I think
condoned
he
it.
got. I think she got 30 million because of who Diddy was. I think
Exactly.
she.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
she got 30
of
million. You're
course, of
absolutely right.
course. You
Right.
can't
People
get
do
But
30
go
but
through
million from a
things.
nigga
the
who's
question
working at
was, do you feel
McDonald's.
like
You
but
can't
your
get 30
question
million from a nigga working at McDonald's.
no,
So
and
of
I
course
understand
it's
that, but
his.
did she deserve that though? I can't
Oh,
really,
absolutely.
there's a great line with that because
Yeah, that nigga was
Absolutely.
making her be his sex slave,
Absolutely.
basically.
Thank you. Because
what
she's
about the
gonna
average person that goes through something like that?
she's going she the average
About the
person
average
wasn't with
person.
Diddy. Yeah, we're not talking about the average
But
person. Diddy
but
ain't
she
the
was in
average
public
person.
with him though. Like she was smiling, she was doing videos with him, she was calling him her boyfriend. Like at some point you condoned it, liked it, or got comfortable with it. And maybe it got easier as time went
I
on. So did you really deserve all that money?
mean, at the end of the day, obviously she put up with it and condoned it because she
Well,
stayed.
she's not perfect.
For how
Right.
long?
Right. She wasn't, by no means is she perfect, but I think that at some point, and like you've already said, Ivana, we don't know the intricate, intimate details of the relationship and what have you, but I think that because she got paid 30 million because of who Diddy was. Absolutely. And we
Okay.
don't know
Yeah.
what went on behind closed doors. I mean, I know that people are distancing themselves, but to go back to what you were saying, we were talking about shortly before this, when you were saying about how long has this been going on. This has been going on in the industry a long,
Yeah.
This
long
is like
time.
Diddy had to learn this from somebody.
He did.
Well, and I
He
feel like he had
absolutely
been getting
did.
away
And
with
one
it
of
for
those
so
people
long.
I feel like was what was his name? L.A. Reid? Is that
L.A. Reid and Babyface. I think L.A. Reid is. I don't think Babyface was involved to the extent that L.A. Reid was involved, but I think it even goes back further than that. Are you guys familiar with who Clive Davis is?
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Clive Davis is the man that is behind Whitney Houston, Alicia
Hmm.
Keys, and a few other people.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah. And they killed Whitney Houston for show for show.
okay, well, they got her. They made sure they got her hooked on drugs and stuff like that. I think to an extent, Michael Jackson. People. It's like I was saying.
Yeah, but
People do
see,
some
Michael
crazy stuff
Jackson
to people. People
was
do
a
some
little
crazy.
debatable, Auntie. I
They
ain't
want
gonna
the.
lie to
They
you
want the
because I sat
fame.
over here and
They
I
want the
thought
fame.
about it. I thought about it for a second, right? I said, damn, they killed this nigga Michael Jackson, right? But listen, it was already some shit going on about him with these fucking
Right.
kids and
Yeah,
that goddamn playground he
yeah,
had.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I was
I
thinking,
I
what
I
if it would have
definitely
been
think
Michael
he. I
Jackson before
definitely
it was
think.
Bill Cosby?
I definitely think
See,
some
Michael
crazy stuff
Jackson
to people. People
was
do
a
some
little
crazy.
debatable, Auntie. I
They
ain't
want
gonna
the
lie to
they
you
want the
because I
fame.
sat over here
They
and I
want the
thought
fame.
about it. I thought about it for a second, right? I said, damn, they killed this nigga Michael Jackson, right? But listen, it was already some shit going on about him with these fucking kids and that goddamn playground he had.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was thinking, what
I
if it would have
definitely
been
think
Michael
he, I
Jackson before
definitely
it was
think,
Bill Cosby?
I definitely think that,
But
you know, Michael had some
he
issues
killed
and what have you.
himself and
Long,
blamed it on that black doctor, and that was fucked up.
he had issues,
Something
but I'm just
happened.
saying, there's so many of these entertainers that get caught up in the drug world and what have you. And I remember, you know, back in the 70s and back in the 80s when it wasn't meth, it was cocaine, or it was
Black
um,
heroin.
heroin. Heroin was the serious thing. And, you know, that just goes back to our, you know, our government too being involved, because when they wanted to get rid of black folks and get rid of certain individuals, you know, they make sure that they flood the communities with those drugs and with the right kind of stuff, or pay the right people the money. Because, you know, like in New York City, the drugs was plentiful, and people were taking that shit, and the strongest people were taking that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And the entertainment industry, everybody was doing drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was doing drugs. You could walk in clubs, and this was in the 80s, when you could walk in clubs and they was doing cocaine, or they was doing heroin, or they was doing PCP or LSD. It was common. It was common.
Yeah.
So,
You know, so it was
but do
easy to
you?
get hooked.
So
But do you
common
feel
that
like
like
that's a
people really don't talk about how doctors and lawyers are doing these same exact drugs.
Mm-hmm.
And then they give it to their
Mm-hmm.
politician friends and their cop friends to put it back on the streets so they can make more money.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
a, what is it? The pyramid scheme, really.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's a
It's
cycle.
to, right. You know, and when, you know, with Diddy, you know, Diddy's had so many young groups under him that he gets them,
Access.
draws them in with the fame and the cars and the clothes and going to the right clubs and hanging out and all of this kind of stuff. And then once he got them, then he's basically, they're his
Right.
slaves and doing
Right.
what he wanted them to do. Because there's a number of groups that were back in the 90s. I think 112 comes to mind, that you know, they had careers where you clearly could see that they were on their way, and then all of a sudden you don't hear from them no more.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Yeah.
What happened?
He was in control of a lot. Yeah.
Of course he was in
Yeah.
control of a lot. And it's, he was, that's why I said I think she got the money she deserved, because there's no telling. I mean, now everybody coming out, even the Kardashian girl is coming out talking about she went to the parties and what have you. And what's
Ooh,
it what's the baby's name? Is it Jaguar Wright? Jaguar Wright. She giving up all the goods. Have you guys really
Oh, I'm
listen to
so
her?
glad you said Jaguar Wright. I fuck with Jaguar Wright. She
Okay.
got all the
I
facts,
ride with her too,
all the
Zuri.
tea.
I listen to her. She knows, just, you know, she make it sound like, you know, wait a minute, you know, a little bit too, you on point just a little
Because
bit
she
too
was
much.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, and she
You
said
know, Song
there's
Cry,
more to
that's
come.
her. That's her that's singing that.
Yes. Yeah. She know more than she know a lot more. And that's why I said there's more to come, because I just kind of feel like Diddy, his dumb ass, keeping pictures, keeping journals, keeping
Souvenirs.
this, that, and the
That's what
other.
they all
You
do though. They all do that.
Oh my God. Have you not learned anything?
Yeah. I think that's that true infatuation that they have with it. I think
Yeah.
they honestly
Yeah.
have, you know,
Yeah.
they get a high off
So
of
they
that
can
kind of stuff.
Yeah.
look back at that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they definitely want to look back and see if I would have, should have, could have, and back to what y'all was talking
All
You
about.
were on
Love y'all.
right. Thank you,
topic. You were on
Auntie. We
topic.
appreciate you.
See you next
Love y'all.
time. Yeah, it's a sad industry for sure, though.
It's sick.
Uh-uh.
I got some little alarm shit came on Amber Alert.
So we didn't prepare the 4 question for Trivia Tuesday, but we can maybe kind of freehand it, or how do you want to do it?
We could definitely freehand it. We could just do 2 questions
For $25. Well, they finna come up. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they gotta answer it right. We can't just be like, "Oh, you got 1 right. Okay, we'll give it to you." No, since it's only 2 questions, they got to get both of them right.
Okay.
What's the question?
I'm done. You want me to do both of them? Okay, let me see. A lot of pressure right now. A lot of pressure. Let's see, you guys. Let me see. I usually write them out. I got to think about something. Let's see. I don't know, Linda. I don't know.
Me either.
You really threw me off with that one.
No, I forgot that we didn't do our questions.
Yeah, it's been rough, you guys. It's a lot putting this together. Some days we're just not 100%.
Yeah. So technically today is supposed to be Trivia Tuesday, but I just kind of feel like
Interactions are low today too.
and I can't see the comments. So
she said, fact, this is an interactive podcast. Black Wallflower said, fact, this is an interactive podcast. Fact, this is season 2, episode 2, I think, or 3.
It's actually episode 2. You're actually right. Because we didn't get on live on Thursday.
And she just said that. She also said fact, nobody was. She also said fact, nobody was live last week.
Yeah. Exactly. No, don't do us. We wasn't live for 1 day last week.
She did. She said Thursday. I'm dead.
Okay.
Black Wallflower definitely needs to win a Trivia Tuesday. I'm upset that I don't have questions ready. It's been rough.
I mean, she gave a lot of facts that are actually correct, though.
They are. What can we throw at her real quick? Okay. Black Wallflower, hop on live. Go ahead and request to join. Linda, you come up with one. I'm gonna come up with one.
Oh Lord.
I got mine. I got mine already.
What?
She said, let me see. Fact, y'all are related. Give it to her. LOL. She's on it. No, she is. But definitely hop in the live. Das Poet is the music in the back. Okay. Linda, add Black Wallflower. Have Black Wallflower. Let's throw something at her real quick. I mean, she is on it.
To request her? Because, okay, here she go.
Let me see. I got mine. You got yours, Linda?
Okay, I'll probably bounce off yours. You just go first.
Okay.
Okay, I'm here. I'm here.
Period. Because you're on it.
I'm like, what else can I think of?
You got this. Okay. So, we're gonna give you 2 questions for $25 cash. It could be Zelle, Apple Pay, or Cash App. Mine is going to be, what is the cover of season 2's Lives?
Oh my Lord.
What?
The cover.
That is so easy.
She's looking. Okay, I give it. Linda, think about yours.
Is that you? Is that cover in the back?
Nope.
Like, is that? No, season 2. No.
So I'll give you a hint. For season 1, it's a black background with just a gray microphone and it has red writing on it. For season 2, it's opposite of black and it has something different. Can you remember what you've seen?
Y'all know I got early stage dementia. Hold on.
Early stage dementia. I'm dead.
Let me see. Is it the opposite of black? It's either gonna be a red or white background. The microphone has to be gray. It gotta be gray. It's giving behind y'all, both of y'all. I see it. I see it behind y'all. It has to be that. I'm gonna go with the logo behind y'all because I haven't seen that one.
It's not the logo.
Oh,
It's not.
let me see.
It's
Linda,
not.
throw one at her, Linda.
Okay,
That's a
I
good
was
one.
going to say who was our last winner for Trivia Tuesday.
It wasn't me, so you know what? I'm like, I didn't even.
She
Didn't
said it
even get
wasn't
that
me.
far.
So you're supposed to
God.
remember these things.
You know
You're
what? I
supposed to
don't
be.
think I was here last Trivia Tuesday. That's crazy. Did you guys do it last week when you did the I think the topic was like food and medical.
It
Yeah.
was. It
Yes.
Ah.
was. We'll give that to you. We'll
Oh
give
my
that
god.
to you.
See, I don't remember the name, but I remember the
Yeah.
topic. See,
Yes. That counts.
we're getting somewhere.
I like that.
Look, I'll
I
take
feel like
$5.
she deserves that. I feel like she deserves that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll
Yeah.
take
Because
five.
that wasn't even a question that we asked, and she knew it.
I'm
So.
here for it. Black Wildflower or CJ, because I know your name. It's CJ.
I'll be here.
What
I'll be here.
what is so you'll definitely win Trivia Tuesday. I wanted to ask you, what are some topics you would be interested or you want to hear from us?
Mm. I love controversy. So anything that kind of ruffles feathers, that like uncomfortable, like, yeah, you didn't like that, huh?
That uncomfortable
Mm-hmm.
conversation.
Let's talk about it. Like today, definitely with the whole P. Diddy. I mean, please nobody take this into offense. I don't condone domestic violence, but ain't nobody, and I mean no goddamn body on this green earth, gonna be whooping my ass for no 10 years. And I don't get no hit back like that little hotel. I would have
Man.
snatched a towel. Diddy's
Right. Like
naked.
you ain't throw a vase or nothing.
Come take this
I mean, like, I get it,
private out.
30 million is a lot, but I definitely would need my lick back
30
too, for
million.
sure. I
I would have
probably
been.
would have hired a hitman with that 30
For
million.
sure.
I'd have been like, you know what, Your Honor, we don't even need the money. Just give me 30 minutes in a room with him tied up. That's all I
Man,
want. Like
I'll put
10
that 30
years.
minutes and the money. I
Like
need
it
the
I'm
was
dead.
money too.
I need
that just
both.
definitely because I'm not saying you gotta necessarily be fighting with the person you're with, but like me, I'm like, if you're gonna stay, you better even the playing field.
Yes.
Hit him with a base while
I'm
he
definitely
sleeps.
gonna hit your ass back. Just know that.
That you hit me, I hit you. It just hurt a
Yeah.
little more, but you
Okay,
gotta pick up
okay.
a brick, but just something. Let me see. I think the food and medical was pretty good because that one, medical, oof, don't get me started because I work in the medical field. It's a scam. It's all a scam.
I wish you
It's
would have
cheaper to
Yeah,
came
it
in on
die.
really
that one
is.
then.
That day, I cannot remember what I was doing. I think I was driving, but I was like in and out listening to it. I'm like, okay, I got some
Aw.
parts of it.
I appreciate the support. I really do love that. I do.
Got
Okay, so
to.
you definitely will win Trivia Tuesday. We appreciate you coming on. Make sure you stay interactive with us. You are definitely one of our top opinion haters
Of
as well.
course.
And
Yes, we love the
don't forget
support.
to suggest topics though. If you ever think of anything, make sure you reach out to us.
I just feel like as long as there's a space, I think we just need to keep that space of, people being able to talk and say how they feel without it be like, oh my God, I can't believe you said that. Because some of the stuff I be saying be a little,
So
a little
I'm gonna give you
off.
guys a hint. Thursday will be about the higher power, and it's gonna be pretty
Mm,
deep. We're not gonna call it God or even Jesus or any of that. We're just gonna say the higher power.
mm.
We're hoping to get people with different religious backgrounds on here to, like you said, ruffle some feathers. So definitely try to tap back in with us on Thursday and let's piss some people off together.
I
Yeah.
definitely will be there because I got a couple of comments for y'all that day.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
for
I can't
sure.
wait for it.
The higher power.
Yep. Thank you, CJ. We'll
Of
see you next
course.
time. We will DM
Thank
you
you
after the live
guys.
to see how you would like your payment.
Good
Good
night.
night.
I'll see you guys on
Good
Thursday.
night.
So there you guys go. Thursday will be about the higher power. Whomever you pray to, praise.
Whoever
Rather
you feel
that's
like is your higher power.
yeah, that will be Thursday's topic. It's not necessarily religion, but if, I know that it's a similar situation. So if that's what it leads to for you, then that's what we're going to be talking about. So make sure you guys tap back in with this. For everyone that is new here or haven't, never been here before, this is Opinion Hated, our live interactional podcast. My name is Ivana, and this is my cousin Zuri, and you're watching Opinion Hated. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching.